Hi there, my name's Scott, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of my 2016 Ford Mustang GT Premium. It's a blue color, and it's a 6-speed manual transmission, and it's the 5.0. So let's get into it. So you'll see that this one came with the Brembo brakes and the black spoke 19-inch wheels. And these are Pirelli tires, the P0s. The fronts are a 255/40 ZR19 tire size, as you can see there. If we go around here to the back, you're gonna see the same tire size of a 19-inch, but these are actually a little bit wider. And these are 275/40s, as you can see there. It's upside down, so just take my word for it. As we back up, you'll see the driver's side of the car. It's a beautiful blue color. Anyways, as we go through the around the car here to the front side, you'll see the beautiful grille and the HID headlights, and then there's fog lights, and then there's some other tail lights and runner lights here. And we're gonna make our way around to the other side of the car, give you a quick overview. Here is the passenger side of the car. Again, the beautiful black spoke 19-inch black wheels. And there's the 5.0 right there. And we're gonna just keep walking around. Here's the passenger side rear. Give you a close-up on that. There's the other wheel. And then we're gonna make our way around to the back. There's the GT in the back. And then let's go ahead, get an angle from the back side here. You'll notice it has dual exhaust. That's pretty standard on these Mustang GTs. And in case you don't know about the 5.0, it is a V8 engine. And we're gonna get into the engine next, and I'll turn the lights on and show you a few more things. So in the meantime, before I pop the hood, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up for you so you can see the exhaust sound as I fire it up. Okay, how did it sound? I revved that up to pretty much redline, just under redline, to give you some example of what the exhaust sounds like. That is a stock exhaust for the Mustang. So that gives you an idea what the stock exhaust sounds like. Let's go ahead and open the hood, and we'll see what's going on with the engine so you can have a look. Look at how big that is. There's the 5.0. It sounds incredible. The Premium actually comes with this GT sway bar setup, so you'll see that right here. And everything's pretty much covered. You know, this is plastic covering. The metal is underneath. All the new cars are doing that these days. And you have your radiator and fans and hoses, and your battery actually goes underneath this cover here. That water is left over from just washing the car. And it's a pretty basic setup. I think these are your fuses here. I am not a car mechanic, so you know, bear with me. I know that you can check your oil down there where that yellow dipstick is, and then you have some other hydraulic controls here, I believe, and that's really about it. So that's what you're working with. It's the 5.0 8-cylinder. And believe it or not, that engine puts out roughly about 450 horsepower. It is more than enough power to get around town, I'll tell you that. Let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what the interior looks like. And then I'm gonna take you behind and we'll look in the trunk. Let's get into it. Okay, as we open the door here, you're gonna see all kinds of things. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so what you can see here is this is what the inside door looks like. It's very luscious, very roomy. You have some memory seats there where those numbers are, and your power locks, your door handle. You have your mirror adjustment, power windows, and you have a speaker. The audio system in this car is pretty fantastic, I'll tell you that much. And then in this particular model, you have black leather seats. The seats actually heat and cool themselves, and there's a setup for that where you just push the button on and off depending on what your mode is. If we sit in the car itself, you're gonna notice manual needles for your tachometer and your miles per hour. And here on the steering wheel, here is a good example of your menu setup. And so if I hit that there, you'll notice you have all these options in the middle. Let me see if I can zoom in on that real quick for you. So in here, you'll notice you have gauge mode. This gives you stuff like your tire pressure and your cylinder head temperature. You got your inlet air temperature, oil temperature, voltage, all kinds of things. It gives you some gas mileage, 127 miles to empty. Another thing is it gives you more in the trip fuel option. My average miles per gallon, sadly, is only 15.2 miles per gallon. And there's just some other random information in here on trip. The fuel economy in these cars, unfortunately, because it's a Mustang, you're just not gonna get much more than, I believe, 17 on a good day. 15 between city and highway driving is probably the most realistic. In here you got some settings. In here you can adjust the lock, some other options, lighting and things like that. If you get your oil change, they have an oil life reset option. And that pretty much covers that. And down here you have, again, your heater option for the seats, your cooling, and that's on both sides, you'll notice. And then you'll also have your fan controls, some other start button for your engine, and some other options. Here's your stick. It's a 6-speed, pretty good overall. You have a carbon fiber option here as far as the Mustang goes. It's carbon fiber trim. That's what the other door looks like. And then you get a nice, really nice thing for your CDs, your manual. The glove box is full of a lot of space. Let's go ahead and take you around. I'm going to turn the lights on. So here's where the lights are. Let's go around the front, see what the headlights look like. Okay, that's everything turned on. Fog lights, tail lights, and your main headlamps. And that's with the hood down. I'm going to zoom in for you, get a little close on one side so you can really see what that looks like. Very beautiful. And these lights, I gotta tell you, at nighttime, these are the best headlamps I've ever had. You can see very far out and very wide with these headlamps. So Ford did a really good job on that. Let's go around to the back. I'll show you the trunk. Here's your trunk setup, very spacious. This one even came with a 10-inch subwoofer, powered sub in the back. Sounds pretty good. An aftermarket, more high-performance speaker might be better. But for stock, for an added option, that turned out really well. Sounds really good. Let me close this up for you. To kind of finish things off, I'm going to move the driver's side, passenger side, front seats all the way up and show you the back. There's not a lot of room in the back, I got to warn you. But nevertheless, if you're under 5'8", you can sit back there on short trips and you'll probably be fairly comfortable once you're in. But getting in and out is kind of hard. All right, let's go ahead. This is how the seat moves. Electronic controls. Okay, that's one side there. Pretty spacious. Let's go to the other side. Here's the other side. Let's go ahead and move this up the same way. And then there's a little, you're gonna notice here, there's a little switch that you can do to move the seat up. So you just hitch this like this, You also have a lever there. And they don't give you floor mats in the back, but you'll notice again, it's pretty spacious, pretty comfortable. And the trick to getting in, again with this car, is you have to kind of put one leg in, kind of slide in, and you'll notice that once you're back here, it's actually not all that bad. Once you're back here, there's a seatbelt, but the top of my head, my hair is literally rubbing against the ceiling. And so again, I'm about 5'8". This is about the max height that you can be to get in this car. So sitting down from the back view, this is kind of the rest of the car. Here's your key fob, and you'll notice you have a panic, a remote trunk option, and then you have your unlock and your lock. And that's what the key fob looks like. And there you have it, folks, the 2016 Ford Mustang GT Premium with some cool 19-inch black spoke wheels, Pirelli tires, in a blue color, and a manual transmission. And like I said, on this one, I owned it 5 years, drove it just under 30,000 miles. See you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.